am excited because I just saw video footage of Aliyah Boston.
Did you see Aliyah Boston's workout video? She didn't just train, she made a statement. Her intense session has everyone wondering how she won't dominate next season. Meanwhile, Angel Reese dropped a video too, and her focus has fans questioning her choices. 2 stars, 2 approaches. Let's dive into who's truly putting in the work to be unstoppable.
And we saw Caitlin Clark with Coach Stephanie White. Now we are seeing Aliyah Boston with their new player development coach, Keith Porter. Let's react to her offseason workout. I'm gonna start this video around the 1-minute mark when she really starts getting into these drills. So as you can see, she's starting off with just some...
Ready for this? Aliyah Boston's new workout video is turning heads. She's taking her game to the next level, and everyone's talking about it.
What up, Fever family? It's Coach Keith Porter. Today I got Aliyah Boston in the gym. We're gonna work on some footwork, getting up and down the floor.
Let's talk about the Fever's secret weapon, Keith Porter, the player development coach. They flew him in from Massachusetts just to work with Aliyah Boston. That's how serious they are about her future. And wait till you hear what he said about her game.
Indiana Fever. He said this is an opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to have, to train a person who has potential to be one of the greatest women athletes ever.
Talk about high expectations. Keith Porter didn't stop there. He's got even more to say about Aliyah Boston's potential.
He said also going to Indiana as an opponent, one of the best fan bases you've ever seen. Like, the games are electric in Indiana. To be on that side, to see it, it's intense, but it's a good intense.
Keith Porter's worked with stars like Jai Carrington and Stephanie White, and now he's got big plans for Aliyah Boston. He believes she could be one of the greatest women athletes ever. Let's dive into her unique gym routine. It's not your typical center's workout.
Going with a little jump shot with her left, a little floater with her left, which I talked about that in the Caitlin Clark video. I love that these coaches at Indiana are focusing on using both hands on the left side of the bucket and on the right side of the bucket. It just makes you so much harder to guard if you're able to use your right and your left hand no matter where you're going up on the court.
Did you catch that? Aliyah Boston's working on floaters with both hands and is already shooting 55.2% from the field. For a player her size to have that kind of finesse, next level, defenders won't know what to expect, a jumper on the left or a floater on the right. Pure unpredictability.
She's not doing a layup. Like, she's doing little floaters with her left hand. That is going to be very hard to stop.
But here's the kicker. Aliyah Boston is shooting threes like it's second nature. I know, you're probably thinking, isn't she supposed to dominate the paint? That's exactly why this is so exciting.
Aliyah Boston is already a versatile player because she's obviously has a pretty good post game, but she can shoot the three.
Aliyah Boston's expanding her game to become unstoppable. A center who can score from anywhere. Game-changing. Picture this. Boston sets a screen, pops out for a 3, or in the post with options to shoot, drive, or pass. Defenders won't know what hit them.
Seems like it's the same thing here, like we saw with Caitlin's workout. They're really working the whole court. They're not just doing set shots. They're not only working on post moves with her. It looks like they're working on here, setting the high screen, which is something that the Indiana Fever are going to use so much.
But it gets even better. Aliyah Boston's working on her ball handling and decision-making. She could end up running the offense from the high post like a point center. This could turn the Fever from a rebuilding team into a real contender.
He's focusing on with her here. It's more about speed and footwork and more skill-based than it is like, hey, we're gonna get you in the gym and just get you to be strong. Like, he knows Aliyah is skilled on all ends of the court. And if she's able in the post to use her quickness and use her footwork, that's what's gonna help her more than just being just a pure athletic, strong body.
And there's more. Aliyah Boston's entire workout is designed to make her quicker, more agile, and more explosive. She's not just improving, she's completely transforming her game.
What I like too with Aliyah, like, she's more of a skilled player than just like a bruising type of post player. There's one thing, obviously, she can get in the gym and be super strong.
What does this mean for the Fever? They've got a secret weapon. Boston's versatility could make their offense unstoppable. The rest of the WNBA better watch out. If she keeps this up, Boston might redefine what it means to be a center. Remember when Caitlin Clark joined the Fever? Buckle up, Clark and Boston running a high screen and roll. It's like they're playing chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers.
Clark gets a screen from Boston. There's pick and roll and easy. Look.
Caitlin Clark is out there reading defenses like she's psychic. It's wild. Now, imagine Boston stepping out for a three or setting a high screen while Clark drives to the hoop. Defenders won't know what hit them. They'll be spinning in circles, completely lost.
On post moves with her, it looks like they're working on here, setting the high screen, which is something that the Indiana Fever are going to use so much. And that's going to be, it's already deadly between Aliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark, this high screen. But if Aliyah Boston is able to set the screen, pop to the three and be able to make that, if she's able to pop and hit a mid-range jumper, or if she's able to roll to the basket and be strong and use some of these post moves that they're working on, it's clearly unstoppable because Caitlin Clark's court vision is...
But here's the kicker. Clark and Boston aren't just teammates. They're in sync like they share a brain on the court. Clark's unstoppable drives plus Boston's new mid-range game, it's a perfect storm. Defenders won't know whether to collapse on Clark or stick with Boston. Make the wrong move. Bam! 2 points just like that.
And Aliyah is also, like, she's athletic, she has good court vision as well, so if she doesn't have that shot, she can be able to dump to another post.
You might be wondering, how do we know this will work? Well, when Clark saw Boston's workout video, she said it got her fired up. That's not just talk. That's the kind of reaction you get when you know something big is coming.
The last one as well, just like running forward. Get caught like that. Instead of opening up. Yeah, it's more like a forward pivot. You just run into the... There we go.
And Coach Keith Porter, the guy they brought in to work with Boston, he's over the moon about what he's seeing. He's talking about Boston like she can do it all. Threes, screens, you name it. Boston is crushing it.
That Aliyah Boston was going to come ready to ball. And so when I see footage like this and see the moves that they're working on, I feel really good about that because I think it portends wonderful, wonderful things.
Coach Keith Porter said he knew Aliyah Boston was going to come ready to ball. And when he sees footage like this, with the moves she's working on, he feels really good about it. He thinks it's setting up for something wonderful.
The hire of Keith Porter was huge news for Indiana Fever fans and for the organization. So the funny thing is he actually also came from Connecticut, so he had worked with Coach Stephanie.
Potter is pumped about how Boston and Clark will play together. He's saying this could be one of the best duos ever. When a coach like Potter gets this excited, you know it's going to be good.
The lack of, well, proof that she's been in the gym working on her craft, trying to hone her skills after what can only be described as one of the worst shooting seasons anybody's ever seen in the history of basketball.
Big things are coming for the Fever. Clark and Boston are redefining the guard-center duo in the WNBA. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is surprising everyone, launching threes like it's a three-point contest. A 6'3" post player shooting deep, that's unexpected.
You're right. The truth is, Angel's a poor shooter of the basketball. I don't know any other way to say it. She's just a poor shooter.
I focus on long-range shots. Last season's stats say it all. Reese shot just 44.5% from under 5 feet, with an overall field goal percentage of 39.1%. For a player her size, that's concerning. Coaches are definitely taking note.
She was literally the most inefficient player within 5 foot in all of the WNBA. Any which way you put it, she shot bad from the...
So, with Reese struggling near the basket, she's out there shooting threes. It's a bit odd, and fans aren't happy about it. One even tweeted, Reese needs to work on layups, not logos. Ouch.
That's why I've such a problem with Angel Reese's. No, I can guarantee she's working out during the summer, but like she's shooting like dribble, sidestep, 3-pointers for some reason in her workouts. I'm like, you will never shoot that shot in a game, but you're still shot putting layups. Like that's not on Angel, that's on whoever the hell the trainer is.
Get a rebound, or are you going to try to run out there all of a sudden and shoot a three, even though you got perimeter players that are standing around waiting for you to pass them the ball so they can shoot wide open shots? It could potentially be a horrible season for the Chicago Sky.
I believe Aliyah Boston is going to come in ready. This last season, She was out of shape, and many of them have said they didn't quite know what they were getting. They weren't prepared for the passes, Caitlin. They weren't prepared to get up and down the floor. Obviously, the more this team can get out on the break and run and not have to grind it out in the paint,